Pay attention to your dreams, my gorgeous Aquarius. Pay attention to your dreams throughout June 2019. But in particular, at around the 17th of June, there is going to be a certain dream that is going to have a very, very special message for you indeed. This is going to be different. This is going to be the dream that is going to come from somewhere else. When I say this is going to be the dream that is going to come from somewhere else, it means that the spirit is going to, the particular spirit, this particular spirit is going to travel a long way just to deliver this particular message to you. What this dream is going to do is going to confuse you a little bit. What this confusion is going to do, it's going to make you realize something. What this realization is going to do is going to open your eyes. And when your eyes are open, they will never close again, which means that there is going to be a huge hermit moment that you're going to have. This is going to be followed by the hermit moment, which means that you're going to be confused a little bit, but this is going to be absolutely brilliant because the certain option is going to become evident through this. Certain option is going to become evident, and you will realize that after that moment, after that time, your life is literally going to change. This hermit moment is going to require from you to step away from the situation for a couple of days, for 1 day or two, but this is going to be ever so important because this is the moment when you're going to be super psychic. This is going to be the moment when you're going to be super intuitive. And let me tell you something, my babies, you are going to be feeling this. You are going to be sensing this. You will know this. What is going to happen with this? You are going to you are going to end up with two. The bottom line is that this dream is going to have a very special message for you. This is not just any dream. This is very, very, very special indeed, because it is going to have a direct connection with you, direct connection with your life, direct connection with the problem that was confusing you and that was preventing you to move on. There are two extra choices that you are going to end up having, two extra choices. This is very important to you. This is very important to your love life. This is very important for your relationship as well, and this is going to reflect on every single person in your life, every single person around you. It is going to be very, very significant. And this dream is also going to come through. This dream is also going to come forward because you are entering a very sacred time. You're entering a very special time, and this is also going to be the moment, this is also going to be the time when we are going from June towards the last part of this year. So now, as it is each month, we get closer to the end of the year, it is going to become more intense for certain signs like yourself, for example. It's going to be very intense indeed, and as each month go by, there is literally going to be a new unfoldment for you when it comes to you, my gorgeous Aquarius. And also this is going to happen purely because you're about to have a really big change. The reason why this dream is going to happen, the reason why you have this, why you have this option, why you're going to have this dream, which is going to become absolutely life-changing for you, is because you are going to have a really big change. You are going to be affected in a certain way. I'm not saying that this is bad or anything like that. I'm just saying that this is normal, and this is going to be the part of the life. This is going to be the part of your spiritual journey. Karmically, this is going to be a ridiculously important time as well. But when it comes to your spiritual journey, which means that you will be going through the certain change. This change is going to be good. It's natural, something natural. The certain change you will go through. Okay, and this is why you're going to end up with this particular option, and this particular option is going to be so good for you. But also it is just about a certain harmony that is going to come through, certain energy is going to be raised, and that in itself is going to be the new starting point for you. That in itself is just going to become a new starting point for you, but it's also going to help you with your own particular transformation. And there is the certain time and certain moment where you will be able to put your foot down. You need to put your foot down. You need to edit certain part of your life. You need to make an adjustment with a certain part of your life. And in order to make an adjustment with a certain part of your life, you need a strength, you need a power, you need a courage in order to put your foot down. And this moment is coming when you're going to need to put your foot down. But this is all the beginning of your changes. And these changes are going to be significant, and they're going to be directly connected to your spiritual journey. Listen to me very careful. When I say they're going to be directly connected to your spiritual journey, I said this millions eons of times that we are on this earth just temporarily. We stay here just like 5 minutes, literally, like in compared to everything else that's going on in the universe. So that's why this is a moment in time when there is a big change that you're going to be facing. This is a normal change, nothing to be too scared of, but it's just that change is just going to be directly connected to your own spiritual journey, which means that after June, your spiritual journey, your spirit is going to be evolved on the whole new way, on the whole new level. It will go on the whole new stage, on the whole new direction. It is just going to go like, it is going to evolve much further, much higher. So that's why I'm saying that this time is going to be really important. On another hand, on the 28th of June, I'm going to need you to be brave. Just remember to be brave on the 28th of June, because it's all going to be about you and about your bravery and about you expressing yourself in this way. Okay, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Aquarius, and it's for June 2019. So it's for you, my gorgeous Aquarius, and it's for June 2019. Your number this month it's actually going to be number 2. Number 2, it's all about the sacred wisdom. Number 2, it also means that there is going to be the moment when you're going to need to be brave, and at the same time you're also going to kind of like feel a little bit of uneasiness. At the same time you're going to feel like a little bit of weakness. Just remember, Sashita, just remember Sashita, just remember my words. Your passion is going to be in your bravery. Your bravery is not only going to be your passion, but your passion is just going to, your bravery is going to help you to discover your new passion. So that's why I'm saying to be brave, and that's why I'm saying the number 2 is so significant, because you're actually going to realize something about your strength. But it's not only about your strength, it's not only about your stamina, it's not only about your power spiritually. This is going to be the whole new page that is just going to start opening after this moment, after this month. I can't explain how important this is. When it, you know what, couple of schools, you've got a couple of schools going on, like for example, when it comes to your personal life, when it comes to your career, when it comes to what you do and what you focus on, the whole of June is just all going to be about the learning experience, learning experience. June is going to be very important, because what you do, what you're focusing on, this is all going to be so important when it comes to your learning experience, because you're going to be learning throughout this month. But on another hand, you're also going to be drawn. That is actually going to help you to realize certain things about your life, and you will also want to learn more, illuminate your current situation as much as you can. And there is going to be so much illumination around you, and you're just going to be all around the place. You're going to be like a little butterfly going from flower to flower, literally. And also you will just want to like learn. This is the energy you're going to feel, this is the energy that you will want, this is the energy that you will live. And now that in itself is going to make it feel a little bit deep concentration is just going to be like absolutely amazing throughout this month. I find this very, very interesting that, you know, basically throughout this month, you know, you're going to have your own hermit moment. Literally, it's going to be like a different dimension, but then at the same time your concentration is just going to be like a super, like Albert Einstein, you know, like you're going to be like amazing, you know, amazing concentration. And that's why you will feel super intelligent, super clever, super powerful. I'm not saying that you're not super intelligent, but you're going to feel like more super intelligent than ever this month. So that's why it's just so important to just like keep on paying attention. Pay attention to what you feel drawn to. Pay attention to what you want to learn about. Pay attention, like for example, oh yeah, I want to try this. I want to make honey or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah. Why am I suddenly drawn to making honey? You know, silly thing just came to my mind. But it's just basically, yeah, this is that whatever you feel drawn to, this is going to be the certain reason there, because the whole month is going to be very important when it comes to you being psychic, when it comes to your intuition, indeed. So that's where you have to pay attention. And also there is a certain knowledge that you will want to do, that there is a certain knowledge as well, certain knowledge that you have, that it's going to become something else, literally, that it's going to become an idea, but it's going to happen at around the time when somebody gives you a really important news. There is an important, ridiculously important news that you're going to get, and that is going to be at around the time when you're going to realize that you want to learn something from a certain idea, and that is just going to become like a huge massive starting point. What else I was going to say, this is all about your own transformation, and this is all about your own rebirth. This is literally going to be the month of your transformation, my gorgeous Aquarius, and it's the month of your personal rebirth. This is so good, because you're going to start something absolutely life-changing that is going to be gone for a long time after this moment in time. This is also very important to remember to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, and also take like also take a vitamin C. You're going to need to keep on taking a strong dose of vitamin C. Please, I know I've been saying this, but it's just so important, because I think your immune system is really going to need to take like a strong dose of vitamin C, spirulina tablets also to kind of keep on re-energizing you throughout this month for your stomach and for your digestion. Okay, so spirulina, vitamin C I need you to take, and also drink lots of water. Drink lots of water, it's really important, and keep on taking natural deodorants. Please stay away from the actual horrible deodorants with like aluminium and all this. Aluminium is just so bad. Please stay away from aluminium, because I can see you being sensitive to aluminium, and lots of people think that natural deodorants don't work, but they really work really well. So there is the sensitivity to aluminium that you're going to have, and please stay away from it by buying natural deodorants without aluminium. If you are on any other medications, if you are pregnant or if you are breastfeeding, if you take spirulina and vitamin C, please check with your doctor or check with your GP, because only your doctor or only your GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. Okay, what else I was going to say now, basically my gorgeous Aquarius is going on the first date, which is going to be on the 4th of June. Now the 4th of June is going to be the time, and the 4th of June is going to be the moment when you will really feel very much so like you want to make a very important adjustment in your life. In order to make a really important adjustment in your life, in order to know which direction to go, and in order to know what certainly to do, it's all about paying attention who is influencing you. There is a really important influence that you are going to have, and that influence that you are going to have, it's going to happen through someone who you really get on with, who you really like, and that person likes you. There's a really nice and harmonious energy in between you two. So the influence is going to be brilliant, and that is actually going to make you do something slightly differently. And what is actually going to happen in Omen, you're actually, on top of all this, you're going to see a very successful Omen on the 4th of June, and the Omen that you're going to see, it's going to be like a little bird. The size of this bird is going to be significant. The size of this bird is going to be important. The color of this bird is going to be significant. What this bird is doing is going to be significant. When you're going to see this bird, everything, the time that you're going to see this bird is going to be significant. What this bird means symbolically, and what that means to you, and what you were thinking at around the time. Just remember that this is going to be super successful Omen, and that in itself, that is going to make you realize something so important about your life. Okay, the realization, half psychic realization, it's going to be half very much so certain thing about your future is going to be revealed like immediately to you. You will know exactly, but then half it's going to be like an idea and the control over the situation that you are going to have immediately, and that is going to give you strength, courage, and that is going to give you lots of energy and determination. This is so good, because this is just going to be really important time of your accomplishment. And then emotionally, it's also going to give you lots of power to deal with some kind of loss, not loss like a bad loss, but maybe to deal with the situation, like with the changing situation, like in your home or immediate home environment, immediate family environment, and things like that. Sometimes we just need that emotional boost, and this is what I think that this is just going to become quite evident here. I highly recommend you to get like a Green Aventurine. My goodness, yeah, Green Aventurine is like energetically going to be just so important for you Aquarius, my babies, to have throughout June and July. It's a beautiful crystal, very powerful crystal. It's a really good crystal that is just going to help you with the balance quite a lot, and it's going to help you with the concentration quite a lot. It's going to help you with like a kind of grounding, but at the same time it's just going to help you to make make the right decisions when it comes to money, finances, career, and new stages in life. This green aventuring, it comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. But by buying this, you're also supporting my channel, of course. Okay, so this is something that I highly recommend you to have, actually, green aventuring. Another important date that I was going to say to you, my babies, it's actually going to be on the 16th of June. Now, the 16th of June is just going to be all about the actual harmony with somebody else and the beginning of something really important in between you and somebody else. A very, very important relationship in between two people. Very important connection in between two people. It's just going to help you so much with a certain testing. Maybe you were uncertain, so something is going to be proven very strongly here to you, and also that in itself is just going to help you like to kind of chill out, and that in itself is going to make you realize that the whole new stage of your life, it's actually going to change through this situation. That is just going to become the time, the moment of your own rebirth, the moment of your own transformation, in such a sense when you will want to clear away the old to make a way for the new, just like what we do for the new moon, you know, like a little affirmations, little rituals and things like that. And also 16th of June, my babies, it's going to be absolutely great to make a little ritual. It's going to be absolutely brilliant to make a little like a ritual with yourself, little invocation with yourself, you know, by basically just like wherever you are, just try to like first take a little smudge, you know, smudge little place around you, just a little bit, you know, like for example, and then just take like a little candle and then write just one little thing on a candle, like a tiny little candle, not big like this, because it's going to take you 10 days to burn, do you know what I mean? But it's like to have like a little candle, and the point is to burn, and once the candle is burned, obviously the message is sent to the universe. Please do it and write just one thing on that particular candle. Do not leave the candle. See, I'm talking too fast again. I can't help for people when say you talk too fast. Yeah, and I'm trying to do slower, and then I start and then I just go, you know, I just go off like poof. But yeah, it's basically, yeah, try to take like a little candle, don't leave it unattended, and just try write one thing on, then take a little bit of lavender, and then anoint 1, 2, 3 sides, then light it. And at that moment, it's very important when you light a candle, you make a very strong connection with the candle, and then you're lighting the candle within you at the same time. And just remember, you write something on what would you like to happen, like prosperity, good luck, and things like that, whatever. You know, whatever you would prefer, you know, as long as it's good, as long as it's positive, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone else, as long as it's something positive, you know, the next stage. And this would be absolutely brilliant for you to do. And then you light the candle, you let the candle to burn until the end, and once the candle has been burned until the end, go outside, go into the forest, dig a little hole, put the candle remaining into the hole, and you're done. That's absolutely brilliant, because this is the time, this is the moment your message is going to be sent to the universe, and it's going to happen like in the most amazing way. Okay, what else I was going to say to you, the 16th of June, it is not going to be, the only thing that I was going to say to you about the 16th of June, it is not going to be a great time to invest. Do not invest on this day. Any other day is fine, but do not invest on the 16th of June. Okay, now the third important date, it's actually going to be on the 28th of June, and 28th of June, it's actually going to, this is what I say to you, that remember to be brave. It is a lot to do with your own, for example, feeling. There is going to be somebody's going to make you feel like a little bit uneasy, and somebody's going to be like a little bit controlling, somebody's going to be like a little bit horrible, and somebody's going to have like really terrible vibrations, because you Aquarius are super spiritual. You are very like you can pick up the energy like there is no tomorrow, and you can feel so much. It can affect you in so empath. You're an empath. You're born empath. This is what it is with you, and you can feel energy. You can sense energy. Like my goodness, and this is going to be the moment when you're going to feel the negative energy from somebody else, and that is going to confuse you a little bit. It's going to give you an overburdened feeling, but then you will know that your subconscious mind is going to be pushing you to deal with a certain issue. It's going to push you to deal with a certain problem once and forever, and you will feel the certain wisdom. And this is when I say, just go for it, my baby, go for it, because the outcome is just going to be beautiful. And that's why I'm saying it's just so important to do this. It's going to surprise you, and it's going to be good, and it's going to be beautiful. All you need to remember is be brave, what I said at the beginning of this reading, because that is just going to be absolutely huge moment of your life. Okay, so now going on to the actual first part of June 2019. Now the first part of June, the first week is just going to bring you wonderful balance. The first week, the first couple of days is going to be really good balance, fantastic. You're going to feel good, and you're going to feel like very much so like a vavavumish when it comes to like creating things, when it comes to focusing on things, when it comes to like thinking about your possession. There is something very strong and very powerful and very evident gonna be here, happen here when it comes to the certain possession. And this is so good because there is an idea that is gonna come through, and that idea is just gonna become something really good later on. Not only that this is gonna be something that you will be able to improve, for example, make adjustment, but also certain money is gonna become kind of like very strongly evident. Something is gonna become really evident about it in the best possible way. When it comes to you and your success, there's such a fantastic honor that you are going to have here. This is so good. This is so brilliant, because for those of you that are working, this is going to be an important time, an important moment. And also this is just something that you waited. This is going to be huge. This is going to be really big, too huge, massive stepping point for you. But also your responsibilities are going to grow, which is going to be like, oh my Lord, you know, like this. But no, just be absolutely, keep going, because you're going to rediscover something very, very sweet and juicy about yourself and about your life indeed, that is going to reveal even more juiciness about your life in the future and about your future planning. Just watch this space. What else I was going to say, it's an ending. You're just going to feel so happy because there is a really silly part of your life is coming to an end. And I'm saying silly part of your life is just certain things have been dragged for a while. It's all going back to the changes that you made a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, within the last 2 or 3 years. And so this affected you emotionally. It's absolutely natural. So that these certain stages are coming to an end, and this is so good because you will feel so much better, and all of that's going to come to an end with a certain problem, certain issue, and the energies are going to start being raised at this moment, after this moment. A big wish is going to happen, but especially when it comes to joy and family. The certain family member is just going to do something, make something, and it is just going to reflect on everybody else, because everybody else is going to be so happy, and that in itself is just going to allow this family member to do something really important. But they wouldn't be able to do this if the things didn't work out the way they worked out. But you will know what I mean, because that person meant to you so much, and you weren't able to kind of chill out and relax because of that, which is absolutely normal. And also, you know, there is an enslavement situation is coming to an end, which means that karmically you were connected to somebody, and it is just somebody from your past and somebody that you're not anymore connected with. But we don't have to be connected to people. Sometimes, you know, we can, like, for example, if you go out with someone, you split up with someone for a long time, you know, you're still going to feel connection, very strong connection, like sometimes forever. But at the beginning, you know, the certain connection, you know, it's a very strong for a little amount of time, for especially like about 24 months, you know, it's a very strong connection. So that connection that I'm saying, it's coming to an end when it comes to you, my gorgeous Aries, my Lord, Aries, Aquarius, not Aries, okay, Aquarius, okay. So now it's basically, it is all about you being free, and that freedom is finally going to not only give you time to chill out, not only give you time to rest, not only give you time to relax, but that is also going to give you the powerful ability by the time we get to the mid part of June to actually meditate. Mid-June is going to be so important for any meditation, any reconnection with the nature, yoga, Reiki, and all these things, like meditation in general, like astral projection. If you do this at around the mid-June, you will be like all around the place. You will be feeling things, you will be getting things, you will be making things, you will be doing things, you will be receiving all sorts of informations. And this is because that spiritual journey with this person came to an end that was affecting you in such a way that will affect your spirituality to the point that you wouldn't be able to connect and reconnect. Like the same when people are taking lots of drugs and things like that, they're just blocking their own spirituality, they're blocking themselves being spiritual. So that's why the drugs are not good, because they're preventing people from receiving a at their full potential when it comes to their spirituality. So this is all going to be so connected. I'm not saying that you are on drugs, by the way, but this is all going to, I'm just taking this as an example. This is all going to make sense. Okay, on another hand, what else I was going to say, justice, you see, I've been seeing this, Aquarius, my gorgeous babies, there's a justice that you're going to have, and this justice is so good, something you've been waiting for a while to be decided for you. It's going to be decided in your favor. I can see that it was driving you crazy for a while. It didn't give you time to move on, time to relax, but now it is all going to be about you, your security and power, and also it is just like a couple of new choices, extra choices that you're going to end up having, and these extra choices that you're going to end up having, you're going to kind of be blown away a little bit. It's good, it's significant, but it is just kind of, you will want to reconnect with the certain people in your life to act, kind of like ask for advice, to see what they think and to see what the balance you are going to get. Really wishful thinking, something from the past, you know, a very important moment, connection and reconnection, nostalgia is, wow, nostalgia with your past. It's going to become very strong at the end of, at around the mid-June. And it's just something like from the past that it's going to kind of come back into your mind. It's going to keep on coming back, but it's just going to be a bit more like about wishful thinking, because that stage of your life came to an end, but emotionally you were still attached to it. So you will need to kind of see what kind of you feel attached, you're feeling so much attached to, because that is just going to bring you a really interesting insight when it comes to the certain problem and issue that is going on in your life right now, and especially it's going to be going on in your life at the mid-June 2019. They came for me again. Let me hide. Yeah, and basically, yeah, so it's just like a, but also skill, you know, you're going to be proud of yourself, like when it comes to your career, when it comes to your money and finances, there's going to be a very strongly proud moment from the mid-June until the end of June, whereas the end of June is like, oh my Lord, prosperity. It's a lot about finances, financial situation. It's going to be so good, and what you do now, it is just, you're going to get a really nice picture here, and there are a couple of puzzles that were missing that are going to come through and forward at this moment, come forward, and it's just going to kind of confirm to you that you have been doing the right things, and at around those time in the last 2 months where you weren't too certain, now this is going to be proven. There is a powerless situation that is going to happen, and it's just kind of be it's going to happen out of the blue. It's going to involve you and it's going to involve other people, but it's just kind of going to be something very emotional. You will not know what to do, but your input is going to be needed, and it's just something that you're going to have to like kind of like just to put a little bit of your input, just to kind of advise. Someone is going to need your advice. And that is going to get back to you so nicely, because it's all about your victory and it's all about your mental clarity. And honestly, when it comes to your practicality and security, this is going to be brilliant. At the end of this, at the end of June, you're just going to get like a work-life balance, and you will want to like kind of take care of yourself at the same time. You will not want to work too much constantly. You must always take a break. You must take care of yourself. But especially at the end of June, it's just so important to take care of yourself. Even if it's 1 day, 2 days, like go somewhere, like take care of yourself, like a swimming, or go to the hotel somewhere for a day or two, you know, like have a great time, you know, go to meditate for a couple of days, go somewhere, visit something really special, buy something really amazing for yourself. It's just that feeling of feeling good, that feeling of feeling positive, that is just going to be very significant for you to follow at the end of June 2019, because for the energy, this is going to be absolutely great time. You're also going to hear about somebody who is a very important figure in your life, like somebody who means to you so much, somebody who you love so much as a friend, relationship like that as a friend, person who means to you so much is going to get in touch with you and tell you something what you're going to really like. So this is going to be so much to do with the connection, reconnection, indeed, that is going to mean so much to you, but also an amazing traveling that is going to become very significant here. And believe me or not, this traveling is not even to do with you, it's to do with somebody else, but it is going to change your life. It is going to be the beginning of your life change in the best possible way, because you're going to end up with a literally life-changing option. And this is not even to do with your traveling, your journey, somebody else that is just going to have a major input in your life, input on your life, on your energy, on your spiritual journey. Karmically, this is going to be huge. Spiritually, this is going to be massive. Okay, so now my gorgeous Aquarius, I'm going to actually shuffle these cards Sorry, and I'm going to connect to those of you that are actually in relationship. You know, this is such an important time for those of you that are in relationship. It's like, my Lord, something weird is going to happen, something bizarre is going to happen, and that is just going to kind of like make you and your partner to be the part of the situation where you wouldn't normally be. So let's say you go somewhere on Friday evening and you end up like, I don't know, in Paris. You know, suddenly you end up in Paris. You know, and that's just out of the blue, you know, and that situation is just going to kind of make you do something it's going to make both of you to do something together that you wouldn't normally do, and that is just going to be a very, very sharp moment, very important moment for both of you, because something is going to happen. I like this because for both of you there is the whole new harmony going to come through, whole new harmony is going to come forward, and there is, you see, there is the decision that you are going to make, the realization that you are going to have, you know, when it comes to those of you that are in relationship. Something is going to happen and you both are going to feel closer, even more together. But it's a lot going to come, and it's a lot going to happen from your partner, making you feel really good, your partner making you feel like you're on top of the world, your partner doing something very special and very significant for you that is just going to kind of like make you realize how much you actually like your partner. But also, what else I was going to say that's going to be quite important this month is actually going to be the fact that this month is going to be life-changing when it comes to your relationship, because something, you will create something together, but this is not going to be like the beginning of creation, the whole thing. This is going to be just the beginning of the creation. That's the idea, that is just going to be so good for both of you, and that in itself is going to make you feel really good. So this is going to be quite a good time for those of you that are actually in relationship. Okay, now I'm going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to connect to those of you that are single. Okay, oh gosh. Okay, for those of you that are single. Okay, so it's Aquarius, and this is for June 2019. It is just going to be so, oh my God. This is going to be probably one of the busiest months you had. This is going to be the time when you're going to like meet lots of people. Lots of people are going to come and go. Lots of people you're going to meet. But this is also going to be the time and the month when you're going to meet lots of strange people, lots of bizarre people, lots of really different people, you know. And that is just going to be really good for you, because there is something quite interesting that you are going to actually discover about yourself, and there is someone very important that you are going to meet. Indeed, you see that you're going to be part of the circles, you know, that are going to be very interesting, you know. There are going to be lots of people that you're going to meet, but this time these are going to be very interesting people, part of the circle, part of very interesting people, very powerful people, very ambitious people, and there is going to be somebody just so similar that is going to be around you, and you're not going to believe how similar this person is to you. Somebody who's going to be very enthusiastic, somebody who's going to be very powerful, somebody who's like who likes to learn, somebody who likes learning, somebody who's very intelligent, somebody who's very smart, and somebody who's having like a really right and really beautiful work-life balance. And so there is someone very beautiful that you're going to meet, and I really like this person. You know, physically this person is going to be very attractive, but it's the actual charisma of this person is going to be like, wow. The energy of this person is going to be like, wow. And it's just like basically the feeling of being very mischievous, the feeling of being very, being very like wanting to know things, wanting to try things, but at the same time you will be able to connect to this person like to no one else. At the same time you will find them very well roomish, but at the same time they're going to find you very attractive, and at the same time all your senses are going to be all around the place, because you're going to find yourself like thinking about certain stages about your life and about that person's life like in like about 10 years time, and you normally don't do this, but especially when it comes to like meeting someone so special like this is going to be somebody very significant. And you know, honestly, I'm not even joking, just be prepared to be actually swept off your feet, because this is going to be something really amazing. This is going to be something really significant, and I think that this person is going to make you feel like nobody else did, or like, you know, like someone else didn't in a really long time. There is something so important here It's meant to be part of your spiritual journey, and you are meant to be part of this person's spiritual journey, and that's where you're going to be able to connect to so much. And this is somebody who's going to stay. This is somebody who's going to have like a huge impact on your life. So just watch this space, my gorgeous, gorgeous Aquarius. Prepare to be swept off your feet. Go out and enjoy yourself as much as you can. Okay, my gorgeous, my beautiful, my ever so precious Aquarius, I love you so, so, so much. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, healing, love, and light. Thank you ever so much, my gorgeous Aquarius. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.